All right. Happy Friday, folks, and welcome to the Wrestle WreMarks. As always, I'm your host, Chris.
And I'm your co-host, Pat.
All right, Pat, let's get into it as we talk about a huge development in the wrestling world, especially if you're a fan of Lucha Libre.
Yep, WWE just dropped a major power move in Mexico and is going to change the landscape for good. We're talking about the creation of WWE-affiliated Performance Center in Mexico, set to open up mid-2026.
Now, this isn't just a branding deal or some cross-promotion. This is a full-blown training facility modeled after WWE's own Performance Center in Orlando, but tailored to Mexico and the AAA roster.
Right, and this all comes off the heels of WWE's acquisition of AAA. During the interview with Super Lucha's, AAA rep Ernesto Campo confirmed the news, and while he didn't spill everything, he gave us enough to get us hyped. Campo said, quote, "The new AAA will have a performance center, which will be inaugurated around mid-2026. It's expected to have both Mexican and American trainers who will help polish the wrestling style of AAA stars," end quote.
So, just to be clear, this isn't going to be a live venue, no weekly shows, no NXT Mexico, at least not yet.
Campo made that part clear. It's strictly a training facility, and what they're doing is bringing the full WWE developmental model, wrestling techniques, character building, promo work, you name it.
And there's something cool too. The Mexican trainers will actually go to Orlando first to learn the WWE style so they can bring that same approach back to Mexico. Ernesto said, quote, "The idea is for wrestlers to train, learn the WWE style, work on mic skills, and develop their characters," end quote.
I mean, it's smart. WWE wants consistency, whether you're coming up through NXT in the States or AAA in Mexico. They want you walking, talking, and working like a WWE superstar.
Now, this is going to stir up some debate. We're talking about the collision of classic Lucha Libre culture with WWE's more theoretical, scripted style. That's quite a big shift.
Absolutely. Will fans embrace it? Will AAA's identity evolve or get swallowed up? It's a delicate balance. But one thing's for sure.
If you're a young talent in Mexico dreaming of the big leagues, your shot just got a lot closer.
We'll keep you updated as WWE's footprint in Latin America grows. All right, let's shift gears and talk interpromotional chaos. Another dream match is locked in for Josh Barnett's Bloodsport.
Just keep.
And this one's got wrestling purists buzzing.
Oh yeah, Pete Dunne versus Jonathan Gresham. Woo! That's not just a match, that's a clinic waiting to happen.
It's happening August 2nd in Rutherford, New Jersey. And if you know anything about Bloodsport, you know this is no ordinary wrestling show. No ropes, no pinfalls, just raw shoot style competition.
And it's the first time these two will face off since 2018 when they clashed back in Progress Wrestling. That match was a standout back then. So just imagine the evolution both have had since.
Yeah, Dunne's got that gritty joint manipulation, smash mouth style. Gresham's a mat technician with unmatched fluidity and control. This is going to be surgical.
Now, what's wild here is Pete Dunne is still under WWE contract.
Gosh.
And with this recent mass return on Raw, apparently linked to the whole El Grande Americanos storyline, this Bloodsport appearance came out of nowhere.
Total curveball. It's rare to see a contracted WWE talent show up in an indie setting like this, but Bloodsport's got that crossover appeal. Natalia's also on the card. She is set to take on former TNA Knockouts champ Masha Slamovich, another wild matchup.
And don't forget Jordan Blade and Janae Kai, rounding out what's already shaping up to be a stacked event. This card got technical precision, striking, legit tension, everything Bloodsport is about.
And just to be clear, Gresham's a free agent right now, which makes this even more interesting. Does he show out and try to leverage this into a deal, or does Dunn reassert himself after being off WWE TV for a while?
Either way, it's gonna be a statement. Bloodsport streams live on Triller this Friday, August 2nd. If you're a fan of more legit feel grappling style of pro wrestling, this is the show that you want to see. It's absolutely unmissable. And I mean, Gresham does have kind of a line in WWE, given his wife works for NXT now. The big Jordan Grace, big mommy pump, or what would she call herself?
I don't know. I know who Big Mommy Cool is, though.
Oh, Big Mama Pump is what she used to call herself.
I like that.
She came out with Steiner not that long ago. Well, it was quite a bit ago now that I think of it. It was before she got really, really swole that like she is now.
I'll say it right now. Dunn versus Gresham has a matchup of the night potential. Maybe even match of the year material if they go full tilt.
We turn now to a troubling story. A former professional wrestler had a court hearing scheduled for August 27th at 9:30 a.m. in Warren County, Tennessee, regarding Mike Duke the Drumster Drosy, a former WWF and Memphis wrestling star.
Drosy has been indicted on one count of attempted aggravation sexual exploitation of a minor. Wow. This charge stems from an investigation involving the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and the FBI after the disturbing tip flagged a transaction linked to a child's sexual assault material.
According to the press release issued by District Attorney General Chris Stanford, the charge is based on Drosy's alleged attempt to purchase child sexual abuse material via the dark web using his Coinbase account on April 21st, 2024.
The transaction was flagged and stopped before completion, which is why Drosy is facing a attempted charge. Still under Tennessee law, the act of attempting to purchase child sexual abuse material is considered aggravated because it fuels the global demand and criminal enterprise behind this production.
The investigation began after Coinbase alerted the FBI, who then passed the tip along to local authorities on March 19, 2025. Within days, the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation's Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, began their work, and they presented evidence that led to the indictment.
Drosy was charged with one count of attempted aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor, a Class D felony in Tennessee, carrying a sentence of 2 to 4 years. He was booked and released on a $10,000 bond.
At the time of indictment, Drosy was serving as DUI coordinator for an adult recovery court program, commonly known as drug court, in the 21st Judicial District. Now, officials have stated that he had no job duties involving children, and he was immediately terminated from his position following the indictment.
The upcoming August 27th hearing is labeled a plea or trial selection. If no plea deal is reached before the date, the trial date will be officially set.
District Attorney Chris Stanford emphasized that, quote, all sexual crimes against children will be aggressively prosecuted, end quote, regardless of the defendant's background or public status.
This is a deeply disturbing case, and we will continue to follow its developments as they unfold in court. And let's talk about a story that's been making waves, and not just in the wrestling world. Vince McMahon, the former WWE chairman, is now facing legal trouble following a 3-car incident in Connecticut.
Yeah, this happened on July 24th, and now we're learning that McMahon has been officially cited for reckless driving and following too closely, which resulted in the crash. He's expected to appear in Stamford Superior Court on August 26th.
But here's where it gets even more interesting. According to Fightful, this wasn't exactly a shocking development for people who've spent time around Vince. Apparently his driving habits have been a source of quite concern for years.
Some have even called it a quote-unquote open secret within WWE circles. Folks reportedly describe his driving as erratic, and while that many have been said half-jokingly, there was real worry behind it. People actually avoided riding with him when they could.
Yeah, imagine that. You're working for WWE and still turning down a ride from the boss. That tells you something.
Despite his wealth and access to driver security, private jets even, Vince has always preferred to drive himself. One source told Fightful that he feels quote-unquote grounded behind the wheel. Ironic considered he's doing it in a quarter million luxury car.
There's also that strange duality. This is a guy who built an entire company with complete control, but on the road, not so much. And now that lack of control has landed him in legal trouble.
To be clear, this isn't a criminal case with massive charges, at least not yet. But it does raise questions. If his behavior has been going on for decades, why wasn't more done sooner?
It's also raised broader concerns about accountability. This is one who's been controversial. This is one who's been a controversial figure in business, entertainment, and now he's being scrutinized on the road too.
Yeah, it's crazy, but we'll go ahead and keep following court proceedings on August 26th. If any fallout from this, or it comes from this for McMahon, especially as his presence in WWE continues to fade, we'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah, stick with us for more on this and everything happening at the intersection of wrestling.
Let's talk about WWE Unreal, the new Netflix docuseries pulling back the curtain on WWE, and the big pitch behind it came straight from the top.
Yeah, Paul Triple H Levesque was a guest on ESPN on their First Take show this week, and he had a lot to say about why this behind-the-scenes look isn't just a PR move. It's part of WWE's development,
He broke it down real clean. He said fans today, they already live in the speculation zone. Between dirt sheets, Reddit, Twitter, they're already trying to figure out what's going on backstage. So WWE decided, why not let them peek inside? Triple H said, quote, half the fun for our fans is speculating what's going on behind the scenes anyway. So we decided to let them take a look, end quote.
But he made one thing very clear. They're not revealing everything. This isn't a full-blown expose on how the sausage is made. It's more like, here's the kitchen, but we're not giving you the recipe.
Exactly. Triple H said it's about showing the work, the grind, the complexity, because some people out there think it's just big athletes showing up, slamming each other, and calling it a day.
It's not that at all. There's a million things that go into this and a lot of complex navigating. Now, Stephen A. Smith pushed him on something fans have been wondering. Does this kind of access just give people more ammo to criticize the creative process?
And Triple H owned that. He said, yeah, they considered that. But you can't let fear of criticism stop you from doing something bold. He said, quote, if we are afraid people criticize what we do, we wouldn't put on a show every week, end quote.
That line hits because compared into the traditional sports where fans consistently question the play calling and coaching and decisions, wrestling is no different. If anything, it's inviting that debate means you're confident in the product.
Then he went full Netflix meta and compared Unreal to Drive to Survive, the docuseries that revived interest in Formula One by showing fans the human drama behind the competition.
Triple H said, quote, it increases their respect of an industry. It builds that deeper connection, end quote. He gave Rhea Ripley as an example how people see her as unstoppable on screen, but the doc shows her struggles, pressure, and self-doubt behind the scenes.
And that's right there. That's where the magic is. The real life emotion. When fans see the vulnerability, it adds layers to that character. You don't just cheer for the gimmick. You respect that person.
Yeah, exactly. WWE's Unreal is out now on Netflix, and whether you're a hardcore fan or just curious on how the machine runs, it's definitely worth a watch.
We'll break down each episode in the weeks ahead. If you guys like, just let us know. We'll put maybe a poll out there and see what y'all think. Now, WWE is pulling out all the stops for SummerSlam this weekend, and they're teaming up with ESPN Radio to make sure the hype hits the airwaves too.
That's right. WWE is launching a special 3-hour audio pre-show for SummerSlam, and it's being hosted by none other than two-time Hall of Famer, oh yeah man, Booker T, alongside Hall of Fame podcast co-host Brad Gilmore. I had to throw that in there, bro.
That's right. So WWE is launching a special 3-hour audio pre-show for SummerSlam, and it's being hosted by none other than two-time Hall of Famer and not even 5-time, right? It was more than that now. But it's going to be hosted by Booker T alongside all of his co-hosts, which is going to be live this Saturday on August 2nd from 1 to 4 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN Radio. It's the official lead-in for night one of what's shaping up to be a historic 2-night SummerSlam.
This is actually the first time ever that SummerSlam is being held over 2 nights, August 2nd and August 3rd, live from MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
And ESPN partnership is all a part of WWE's effort to blow it up into the full-on weekend spectacle it's going to be. You've got ESPN Radio, you've got stadium shows, and you've got one of the most stacked cards we've seen in years.
Night one alone is going to be wild. Headlining the card, we've got Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Also on the lineup, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso team up to take on the Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. That's power versus legacy in one match.
And hopefully, Roman gets his shoes back from Bronson Reed.
Oh, I love that, man. And that was so good.
It was.
He G-woed the hell out of his
For
shoes.
real.
These are mine now. I like how they went to the camera and was like, oh, this is mine. This ring's mine.
Yeah.
This is all ours now.
Ours now.
Yeah, so then Bronson Reed comes and takes Roman Reigns Jordans and is like, these are mine now. Started clacking them together.
It was more Ezel than Debo. I don't kill. And don't forget, WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. That's a statement match waiting to happen.
So Booker and Brad are gonna have a lot to talk about on the pre-show. If you've heard their show on ESPN 97.5 in Houston, the chemistry is legit. The insights are sharp, and the energy is always on point.
Oh yeah, man. So whether you're heading to MetLife Stadium or streaming from home, don't miss SummerSlam ESPN radio pre-show this Saturday from 1 to 4 Eastern. It's the perfect warm-up before the storm.
And SummerSlam weekend is here, and it's never been bigger with a 2-night card. The SummerSlam matchup predictions are coming right to you as we get into it. Also, this isn't technically in order. This is just the matches on each night. Now, we got Tiffany and Jade Cargill.
You first.
So this one's hard for me.
I know it is.
Because the way you've been setting up Jade, this is where she should win.
Yeah, exactly.
But I love Tiffany Stratton.
It's Tiffy time.
But I wish she would be more heelish. And I did see something about her saying that why stop the bad girl I think it was bad girl persona or whatever the hell she called it. Mean girl persona. That's what it was. She said, why would I stop it if it's working? And I didn't really go into reading that article, but I'm assuming it's because she's a face now and she still does heelish stuff. But if you could make Jade somehow the baby face here, yeah, I think they're going to give it to Jade, to be honest with you.
I think so too.
But the best way to do it is to try and get Tiffany to get heat.
Yeah, like a double turn, kind of, somewhat. I mean, even though Jade's kind of a face already, just make her, a white meat baby face. I could see Tiffany getting some heat. People not liking her for that. You know what I'm saying? We're agreeing on Jade.
I think so. I love the Tiffy of old. I just want her back. Everybody's always cheering for her now.
Yeah.
I miss the more snarky, more malicious, kind of mean girl-ish kind of heel that she was in NXT.
I mean, I just feel like the fans kind of made her a face because they hated when Charlotte came back and they fought. So
well, they hated Tiffany forever, and I was always behind Tiffany.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, people finally saw her talent. They saw her talent on the mic and in the ring. So, I mean, it's undeniable, and it shows that the performance center works.
Yeah, and
because it's not like she was dreaming to be a wrestler; she was a gymnast.
Yeah, and for Jade, it's like, she does. I know she's faced a lot of criticism. People always throwing dirt on her name and stuff like that. But I really do feel like her getting the championship, she's gonna feel that fire, and she's gonna work harder. She's going to be a workhorse. She's going to do what she got to do.
And we also have that tag team match with Orton and Jelly Roll, who are taking on McIntyre and Logan Paul. How do you think they're going to spin this one?
I don't know, but in all honesty, I want the heels to win. Like, I feel like, Drew, after being gone for so long, I think he needs something to, to give him something like some. I don't know. He needs to grab. I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like, he just needs to
grab that brass ring.
I was gonna say that. But yeah, like on Ricky Bobby, he got to get his balls back, man. Come on, instead of the crybaby thing, I just want the heels to win.
Chosen one, Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, who called him the chosen one though? Huh? No, it's playing. Logan. Such good ass word. And then he stopped putting hate on Logan Paul's name. Yeah, he is who he is, but you can't deny he's a good wrestler.
Well, and that just shows that he is actually getting under others' skin, especially with this whole, you're a singer, you don't belong in the ring.
Yeah.
Logan,
That makes
kind of
no
took the
sense.
same route.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I love about it is he's getting that heat, and it's just so easy.
Yeah, it's cake for him, man.
And yeah, but honestly, I think they're gonna give it to the baby
Of
faces.
course.
I think they're gonna somehow, some way, Orton is gonna take one of them out. I'm assuming Logan Paul. I'm thinking it's gonna be Logan Paul that takes the pin,
Okay.
and it's gonna be Orton that takes him out, but Jelly Roll pins Orton.
Yeah, Jelly-
pins.
Jelly
Logan,
Roll's definitely pinning Logan.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah, because that crowd's gonna blow the roof off the lid if Jelly Roll gets the pin. I already know that.
And of course, like you were saying, we're gonna have that World Heavyweight Championship match between Pepsi Phil and Gunther.
I don't even know how I feel about this. This is like very one. That's my boy, Chicago made. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir.
And I'm drinking Pepsi right now.
Yes, sir. I got a Coke over here.
Yeah, but I don't do that.
Whatever. But this one's up in the air for me, bro, because, CM Punk, that's my boy. But Gunther, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
I know it's a hard one. I get it. It's like Tiffy and Jade.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you're not sure who you really want.
You know what? I just don't know if Gunther lost. Like, I don't know what he would do next. And that's what I'm worried about. You know what I mean?
Get you there.
I don't want to see him fight Michael Cole next. You know what I'm saying? He already fought freaking Pat McAfee, and he ain't come back since he got that butt whooping. So
what I'm thinking, to be honest with you, how I was telling you last week, how Heyman was saying, Seth's hurt and whatnot. He's going to be out for a long time.
yes.
Seth's going to show up and cash in when it looks like Pepsi Phil's almost there
But
and screw him out of it. That's going to further their feud.
But I was thinking
later
about this
down the road.
yesterday. Seth could cash in on either one of them, and it's gonna be big.
Yeah, you can spin it on both.
That's
You're
what,
right.
like literally, like we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get into that
Yeah.
matchup because that's on night 2.
Yeah, and I'll give my thoughts on that whole situation.
But yeah, I'm thinking that's what's gonna go down. If not, I want this to go Gunther. I don't want to see it go to Punk, but I kind of have a feeling that it's gonna be cash in. We'll see.
Yeah.
That, I guess that's more fantasy booking on my part than anything.
It's all right.
That's what I'd rather see.
That's why it's called Wrestle WreMarks, bro.
And then, of course, we got the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship being defended by the Judgment Day and Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
The Queen. It's not even her song anymore.
I know. I like that one better.
I do
though.
too. This one, well, we've already talked about this, like how we want, Roxanne and Raquel to continue their chemistry, and they're doing really good and all that stuff like that. And, about Liv coming back and then her not fitting in the Judgment Day anymore. And I know that's probably all Finn's plan because he's like over there in the background rubbing his hands together like Birdman. You know what I'm saying?
So good.
He plotting. And for Charlotte and Alexa, like I see this going as like something goes wrong in the match and then they're not friends no more and there's a feud, between the two.
That's possible, but since, people are starting to like them, I'm thinking they're going to keep them together. And dare I say it, they might win this one.
Yeah, I can see that happening too. I can't.
What if Liv shows up now?
True.
What if she shows up during the match?
I mean, it's SummerSlam. Anything can happen.
They're going to try and pull out all the stops.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I'm thinking that could possibly happen. But like you said, I'd much rather keep it on Raquel and Roxanne.
Yeah, definitely. Because, do they have a lot? There's not too many teams on the women's tag roster who got chemistry, and they got chemistry.
Yeah. And I know they're just doing, the whole Charlotte and Bliss thing, and then the whole Kabuki Warriors, because like we've been saying, the women's tag division isn't that huge, and and we need more women's tag.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're just trying to get more eyes over there and more tag teams just to put in filler, basically.
Which is all right, but they need to just get it together.
Yeah, and of course we have that tag match that we were talking about with Roman Reigns and Jay versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. I feel like Paul Heyman's going to play a huge part in this matchup, which I take it that's a given. Yeah,
I mean, Roman and Paul Heyman are going to do some Shakespearean stuff in the ring together. I already know. It's going to be a whole spectacle.
Who do you think is going to end up taking this one? I'm thinking it's going to be Roman and Jay. I don't see how you give it to Braun and Bronson, but
I mean, if Roman better get his shoes back. That's what.
Roman would be the only way. I mean, why come back and just to?
I did see
lose and dwindle.
I did see something that literally, I think today, that people are speculating that Jay's going to turn on Roman. And I haven't seen nothing like that, like, you know, body language, nothing like that. Me neither. I don't think
they would have teased it more.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if it did happen, that'd be crazy. But I'm not gonna put all my chickens in that hat.
I'd say the smartest route you go here is give it to Roman and Jay. If you give it to Braun and Bronson, it's obviously gonna be something where Heyman's involved.
Yeah,
and maybe there's a chair involved or some kind of weapon. Maybe it ends up in disqualification and they just try to go off on all of them.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. It's going to end in no contest. Everyone's going to be laid out in the ring all messed up.
And of course, we have night 2 that's taking place this Sunday, August 3rd. And there's going to be a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship as John Cena takes on Cody Rhodes.
And now I feel like I said earlier about Seth and, you know, Gunther. I feel like Seth should cash in here. You know, like it'd be the perfect opportunity. It could set up something between Seth and Cody because they've been on Raw and SmackDown a lot, so you don't even really know what's going to happen. You know, I do see Cena losing either way. Cena's not going to be champion, you know, because I would like to see him go turn face, you know, try to go for the IC championship, you know, get that one belt he never held, stuff like that, you know. But and then Cody, not that it's too soon for him to be champion, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's too soon.
I don't think so.
No.
If you're the way they've been building up Cody Rhodes, this is where you give him the title.
Okay.
If it was me, this is where you give him the title. You put that stamp of approval with, you know, he beat John Cena, one of the greatest to ever do it.
True.
And now he's the top babyface.
Yeah. But dude, I'm telling you, Seth is either gonna cash in. Like, it would be awesome if Seth cashed in for this match. You know,
it could work either match.
It could.
It's good.
But I just feel like him cashing in on Cena is not Cena. CM Punk is just, you know, too cliche.
I don't know. They could have some pretty good matches. We'll have to wait and see.
They could.
I could see it go either way. I could see it go Cody. I could see it go CM Punk being cashed in on too. So
yeah,
we'll just have to wait and see. We also have, speaking of cash-ins, I guess, right? Naomi, who cashed in recently.
Caution.
She's gonna end up defending her championship, of course, against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in a triple threat.
You already know who I'm going for.
Naomi.
Of course.
I want Naomi
not losing.
to win too.
No, she's going to win.
I think she's gonna win. Why else would you put Rhea and Io in a triple threat with her?
Yeah.
If you wanted her to go over, you're gonna do that so that way those two people who are also some of your top superstars still look good because they didn't lose on a one-on-one match fair and square.
Yeah, and I mean, Naomi's been like diabolical. She's gonna like put them against each other, you know. she's gonna let them fight in the ring and settle their differences and just chill. I mean, I would. I'd chill on the top rope and just look at them fight until it was my turn to.
Well, I mean, she's not gonna chill on top.
But you know what I mean.
That would look dumb as hell.
You know what I mean.
But yeah, like maybe get knocked out of the ring, and just stay out there.
You know what it's like to play triple threat matches on WWE 2K, man. Let them fight it out, and then I'll just, sneak in there when
They're pretty bad on my faction, dude. It's pretty weird. Sometimes they'll just stand there and let me pin.
Oh,
people.
That's cool.
But yeah, I want Naomi to take it too, and I feel like this is where they are gonna have her retain, try and solidify her legacy as champion, especially with Rhea and Io being at each other's necks.
Caution. Proceed with it.
Caution. Attention. Anyway, WWE's Women's Intercontinental Championship will be defended by Becky Lynch against Lyra Valkyria in a no DQ last chance match. If Lynch wins, Lyra can no longer challenge for the title while Becky is champ.
Man, I don't know. I feel like some way, somehow, Bayley might get involved because she's not really doing nothing. She had that sad-looking promo, so maybe she'll, I don't know, jump in the match somehow, mess it up.
I wonder if she's gonna jump in the match, try to help Lyra,
and she loses.
And Lyra loses.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's how Lyra really loses it and turns heel.
That'd be fire, because you could see it,
Yeah, it's you can see it slowly developing, and I like the way they're setting that up. So I'm hoping possibly something like that. Maybe Bayley goes in to help, and Lyra's just mad because she's even there, and takes her out or something. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking you're gonna keep it on Becky. I mean, she just got it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to just switch it over right away.
Yeah, like you said a couple weeks ago, her promo work has been phenomenal. She's been killing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She was in that Happy Gilmore movie.
Yeah, awesome movie.
She didn't have very many lines though. MJF had more lines than her. Because he's better than her, and she knows it.
Oh, wow. That's my boy. Man, why? When is he going to WWE?
Man, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Didn't he sign like a 5-year contract not that long ago in AEW?
But I know if he does go.
I thought it was hilarious that he was Adam Sandler's son, though.
Oh, yeah. It was funny. He needs to cover up the AEW tattoo if he does go to WWE, though.
Oh, yeah, the ankle one. Yeah. He is, because his boots are going to cover it.
Yeah.
So, it's all good. But yeah, I'd say you keep it on Becky Lynch.
Me too.
Also, we also have the WWE United States Championship being defended by Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, I mean,
against Jacob Fatu.
All gas, no brakes with it.
In a steel cage match, nonetheless. I was actually glad to see a couple stipulations in this one.
Yeah.
In this pay-per-view.
All I'm looking forward to, we all know Jacob crazy. We know Jacob going to jump off the cage, moonsault off the cage.
He is. He is. But
I hope the MFTs don't get involved.
But exactly, is he gonna do that go up to do that moonsault with his back turned? The MFTs take out the ref, get in the ring, and pull Solo out.
I'd be so pissed.
Not like pull him completely out, but like pull him out of the way.
Come on.
Pull him out of the way as Solo, as Fatu's going for that moonsault.
That'd be nice.
I'm telling you, it's probably gonna happen. I'd love to see the title back on Fatu, but
we need to further
what I just booked right now,
line.
I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, we need to further this little storyline, because I'm waiting, for because this is just Jacob and Jimmy,
bro, and his comedy too, because when Fatu attacks Solo, oh my god, the way Solo sells it, and the way he looks goofy as hell, hanging out of windows and everything. It is so great.
Oh yeah, Solo's been on fire right now with all the comedic stuff.
And then we also have speaking of comedic stuff, I guess, right? We also have the Intercontinental Championship being defended by Dom Mysterio against AJ Styles, who's taking on a lot of roles lately.
A jack of all trades, a master of none. You know.
I don't know if you saw, he did say something about TNA, and he probably would have been there longer if what went down didn't. But he can't promise anything about a match in TNA, unfortunately.
Bro, just do it.
Just do it.
Stop playing around, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Tell WWE to F off. I'm going to do one last match.
It's probably him, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because why would they let him do that? But I got some sad news to say about this match, man. You know, as a Dominic Mysterio fan, him being the greatest of Mysterios, him being the greatest luchador to ever do it.
Mysterio.
Him pulling up on AAA and putting them on notice.
Oh, dude.
My guy had goosebumps, bro, because he has aura, and the fact that he's Eddie Guerrero's son. I'm sad to say that I think Uncle Allen's gonna win this one.
You think so? I think so too.
I think
this is. They've already said it's his last run, right?
Yeah, I think it's like a year or two left. Yeah.
Pretty much, he kind of insinuated that. Mm-hmm. So I would imagine this is one of his last title runs right here.
Because he's AJ freaking Styles. He's the top guy.
Uncle Allen. We need to watch Talking Shop back again.
I need to see that. God, that so funny.
Stuff is so funny. But yeah, I agree with you. I think AJ Styles is going to end up winning.
Yeah, me too.
And maybe this is how the Judgment Day loses all their gold. Who knows? Because we also have... Oh, no, that's not... Because then they still have the tag titles. So...
Yeah. Not all the gold.
Not all the gold, yeah.
Some of the gold.
But I guess that's a way to give Finn Balor that, you know, like, I still got mine.
Oh, yeah.
Type. We'll have to wait and see. But we also have a 6-pack tag team match. And it's a TLC match nonetheless.
It's going to
be the Wyatt Six, Dexter Lumis, and Joe Gacy, the champs, versus Andrade and Rey Fenix versus DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Fraxium, Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin. And last but not least, the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
Hardy's coming, win the championship. No, just
another one like they did at WrestleMania.
Yeah. No, man, I don't know. I want to say Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy win this one, bro. Like, I want them to get.
This is a anything goes kind of match, so you can see the Wyatt Six show up.
Yeah, exactly.
And help. So I can see that happening too. But if you're gonna take it off of them, this is the way to do it.
Yeah, true, because it doesn't make them look bad. It doesn't make them look weak.
Because there's a number of people.
Yeah, man, I think this match is gonna be insane. Just looking at this,
just the people in it alone, bruh. Especially the high flyers like Alex Shelley. You know, well, at least in his TNA days, they were more high flying back then than they are in WWE. But like Fraxium, Andrade and Rey Fenix.
I mean, even your boys.
Even Gargano and Tommaso.
Small Gargano, because Chris is always complaining.
He looks hilarious.
Chris compares Johnny Gargano to...
No, don't even say it. Don't say Adam Cole.
I wasn't going to.
Okay. I was going to say he has more muscle. I wasn't
going to do him worse than just saying Adam Cole. He's small, bro. He looks like a, action figure, bro.
I like the Street Profits too, man. So it's like, and then I want to see what Montez Ford is gonna do.
Dawkins has came a long freaking way.
Dawkins was always pretty good. I always enjoyed Dawkins.
Yeah, I've always liked him, but bro, I've seen him put like I like when I see wrestlers put things that different moves in the arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's been doing that a lot.
Yeah, he has.
Like a lot. Yeah, of course. Montez. 18-foot ladder from the heavens, you know what I'm saying? Onto another dude. Just make sure nobody hurts their nutsack like AJ Francis. I'm never letting that go. It's worse than him flipping over the top rope, fam.
Oh, remember when Joe Hendry did the song about him going over the top rope?
Oh, yeah.
It was like AJ Styles' song. I'm trying to remember how it went.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man, I can't remember.
Nah, the other one was better, though. Can you please get fired? It was fire. That one was good.
Oh, man. Damn, I wish I could remember it. I had it just the other day. For some reason, I started singing it in my head, and I was like, that's hilarious.
That's fun.
I think it was just because I was in my head was the I am.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is all we have for you today, folks. We'd appreciate it if you give us a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for sticking with us and riding with us through this whole journey. Did we actually give a for sure answer on this one, though, before we close it out? On this last matchup?
No, we did not.
Matchup. We didn't, right?
We didn't.
Let's go ahead and give our final decision here.
I want to say Wyatt 6, dude. It's fine. I mean,
there's a lot of good teams on here.
It's up in the air. Okay.
It really is.
If I had to choose,
he said,
wow. If I had to choose a team besides Wyatt 6, because they're the champs, I'd have to pick Andrade and Rey Fenix.
Dude, I would like to see that.
Yeah, me too.
I want to say because I think, like I was telling you, the Wyatt 6 are going to come out and help them win. I honestly think that's probably going to happen. But if it wasn't them, I'd like to see Motor City take it.
Motor City.
I'm a big fan of Motor City Machine Guns.
Of course, those are the third.
I miss their old song like that.
Me too.
I don't like the raise your fist, pow, pow.
That.
I hate that song.
I mean, Fire Death Rebel chants. Insert Fire Death Rebel chants.
I forgot about that.
Higher Metro Boomin.
Motor City. Anyway, that's all we have for you today, folks. We appreciate you tuning in and riding with us through this whole thing. We tried a new format today, so let us know what you think. And we'll stay in touch with y'all. Y'all have a great weekend. Y'all be safe out there this jam-packed SummerSlam weekend.
SummerSlam. Hey, make sure y'all watch that Booker T ESPN radio show. Oh, yeah, man.
That's true.
Oh, wow.
Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe.